Welcome, guys. Welcome. Today is Wednesday, and as you can see, I have a topic there that says my stage by stage intellectual milestone. So that is going to be the topic today, and we are going to share together. Thank you so much as we wait for our guest to come today. Thank you, 1 million people in the house. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. Thank you for 1 million people in the house. Thank you so much. Christine, thank you so much for coming. How are you doing? Christine, I'm fine. Wow, I'm so glad to hear that you're fine. Welcome so much. Yes, Christine, thank you. Yes, it is about my stage by stage or stage to stage intellectual milestone, or we can say milestones. And today, I am expecting a guest. I'm expecting a guest. Wow, we have 2 million people in the house. Wanga, hello, Wanga. How are you doing, my dear friend Wanga? Welcome so much. Welcome so much, Wanga. Yes, thank you so much, guys, for coming. We have 4 million people in the house. Wow, 5 million people in the house. Thank you so much, guys, for coming. Thank you so much for coming. We have Wanga in the house. Hello, Wanga. Thank you so much, Wanga, for coming. We have 7 million people in the house. Thank you so much, guys. And as you come in, please give a like. Thank you for 7 million people in the house. We have 7 million people in the house. Thank you so much, guys, for coming. Here I am. For those who are coming and don't know my name, and for those who are in the bush, my name is Alice. Local mom life and Maura Raid. Wow, thank you so much, guys, for coming. Thank you. I am so grateful to see you guys. Local mom, welcome so much. I know local mom is JD, I suppose. I hope you are enjoying your day. I hope you are enjoying your day. And today we have a topic, and I am waiting for, and we are going to have a guest who is going to talk, to share with us her stage by stage or stage to stage uh, development based on how she was able to develop herself fully. So I'm very sure that it is going to be so interesting, yes, to hear about the experience of our guest. So guys, stay tuned, stay alert to hear about this our guest experience. Sharon, I can see you. Sharon Hill, welcome so much. Welcome so much, Helen. I mean Shalom. Shalom with Shalom Doko Mom tuned. Yes, stay tuned, my dear ones. You're going to enjoy the experience. You are going to to enjoy the experience. It is so amazing, so amazing. My goodness, you can't just. I can't wait to hear that. I am going to give you guys the jacket. Wanga official. It's an and Mwaola at Rokomam. Hi. Shalom is saying, Ken Kupla's Adventures. Welcome so my goodness, this is so difficult. Ken Plus. My goodness, how difficult how difficult is that? But all we are all content creators. So thank you so much guys for coming. Thank you so much. 7 million people in the house. For those who are new in this, for those who are new in this house, my name is Alice, but some people call me Alice One. No, our friends, my friends in the content creator in this journey, in this platform, call me Alice One, but my name is Alice. Wa stands for something else. So thank you so much, guys, for coming. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And as you can see, my topic is my stage to stage development, my stage to stage intellectual development. And we find that a human person should develop not only should develop wholly. A human person should develop human beings need to develop wholly, not solamente in one aspect, but in all aspects. And today we are going to see how a human being is able to develop, or how the stages of this intellectual human development. And the person who is going to share with us this is about to come. And so we are waiting for her to come and share with us how she was able to develop herself in this aspect. Because we know that without this aspect, when this aspect is not fully developed, the person must be having a problem. And so it starts from our mother's womb. According to some people, Oi, Anne Mwaura, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much, Captain Anne Mwaura, for the raid. I am so blessed. I am also appreciative for the raid. And in this topic, in today's live, we are expecting a visitor who is going to surprise you with her knowledge, with her experience, with her everything. Oh my goodness, with her all that God has blessed her with. She has a lot of experience, and she is going to develop share with us how she was able to grow maturely. She was able to grow and mature in her cognitive process, because without them, as I've said, without you being, or if a person is not well developed in cognitive or intellectual level, for example, she's not able to think well, he is not able to solve problems. The memory becomes a problem, the language is a problem, and even the decision making is a problem. So if a person is well developed in this aspect, in all these factors, like now thinking, reasoning, problem solving, memory, language, and decision making, this person, we can say, or if a child is able to develop this, we can say that this child is mature, the intellectual level, this child is mature. But if the person, if a child is drained in thinking or in reasoning, or the reasoning is a bit is delayed, then this person has a problem. So how can we, how are we supposed to help our children from the early age, from the moment they come out of their womb, of their mother's womb, so that this, so that we can be able to develop this factor. So, welcome so much, guys. Stay tuned. Stay, stay tuned because this is going to be a very, very interesting topic, especially for those who are bringing up their children. Because if you want, as I don't know who was asking us to yesterday. It is Anne who was asking, what do you want to be in future? What do you want, or what were you desiring to be? The child, we would say, I would like to become a teacher, I would like to become a doctor, I would like to become this and that. Apart from the fact that most of them did not become what we wanted to become, were we able to develop this cognitive, this intellectual factor in our, or were our parents able to develop in us this intellectual factor? Guys, you can also as well join in to you can also freely share your knowledge, share what you think about this, about your this development, intellectual development, so that we can all become, we did not be, we hope our kids will let me see. We did not develop. And I mean, Lokomam, that is why we want to see what is the problem. Let me first of all give you a jacket before. Let me give you a jacket first and foremost, so that you can be able to share. I know you Lokomam. You did, only that you weren't aware of this, or but also if you are aware, you did not, you have your children now. Let me see, if you have your children, maybe you can, this one, it is a very, very good opportunity. So that is what we are saying. This factor, this development factor, is very, very, very crucial. Not only seeing a child developing in the physically or emotionally. No, we need to see a child developing wholly. Not only taking, not like now, when we were young, we were passing. We were told to pass the hard on top of the hand like this, so that we can see whether we are able to go to class 1. But that is how the teachers were measuring. Alice, okay. That is how the teachers were measuring our our intellectual level, to see whether we can go to class 1. But that was not the case. That is not the case. If a child is able to reason, if a child is able to solve the problem, if a child is able to make a decision, even when she is small, then this we can say that this person, or this person is fully developed. The intellectual development involves the acquiring, the acquisition of skills, knowledge, and abilities, as well as development of personality, relationships, and identity. Wow, all this. How are we to handle this? If we are well developed in our knowledge, how are we able to develop this? So guys, I don't know what is happening to my guest. Let me see whether she's still there. She's on the way, maybe coming. She's still on the way coming. Yes, that is why. That is what I am saying. It is understanding human development is important. It is very important. Rose, Rose, welcome so much. Welcome so much, Rose. How are you doing? Welcome in our today's live, where we are sharing about my stage to stage intellectual development. My stage to Hi Rose, my stage to stage development. Blessed journey, thank you so much. And Red, thank you so much. And I would like you to kindly contribute. Hi, everyone from Blessings. We are waiting for our guest today, who is going to share with us her stage to stage spiritual, not spiritual, intellectual development. Her stage to stage intellectual development. This one starts from when one is a baby, when one is a kid, when one comes, no, not, yeah, when one comes out of her mother's or his mother's womb, the development starts, continue. The development continues because it doesn't stop. So, Ariswa Blessing, and pass this time to you. Please keep it flowing. Keep it flowing. Yes. I am going. I'm doing like that. It will flow. It will flow. So that is what we are saying. Shalom, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for staying around. That is what I am saying, that this intellectual development does not begin when we are born. No, it starts when we are still in our mother's womb. When we are still in our mother's womb. Chocolate, thank you. Chocolate Vivian, welcome so much. Welcome, my dear sis. Welcome so much, and thank you so much for the hugs. And our topic today is about stage by stage stage by stage intellectual development. Rose, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much, Rose. Let me see. In the bush, it's okay, Vivian, I understand. It's okay. So soon we are going to have our guest anywhere. JD, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much, JD. And as you come in, please don't forget to give me a like. Give me a like that, guys. Like. So that is what we are saying, that's what we are saying, that local mom, thank you so much. Let me see who this Shalom is saying they're saying hi to to Chocolate, to anywhere, JD, Derito, hello. Doritos Raiders, welcome. Oh, hello, Alice and chat. Thank you so much, Dorito, for coming. Thank you. Local mom blessings from anywhere. Thank you so much, guys, for coming. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys, for coming, and I appreciate Shalom, Shield's blessings from anywhere. So we are still waiting for our guest. She hasn't arrived yet. Our guest hasn't arrived yet. We are still waiting for her. Blessings, Areswa from Dorito. Thank you so much, Dorito. Blessings too. Anywhere, blessings too. So we are going to have this topic, very interesting topic, a very interesting topic, which is about my stage to stage development. And I have said, we are human beings. We are to be able to live, or to be able to take to be able to take our day to days uh, life. We are supposed to develop fully, not like that. Okay, our especially our brain is supposed to develop fully. We are supposed to develop our whole self, our whole self, emotionally, physically, intellectual, spiritually, all this. And today we are going to, in this topic, as you can see, it is my day, my stage intellectual development. So we are going to hear the experience from one of ours who is coming soon, our guest today. And we are still waiting for her. She hasn't come yet. We hope that she is going to come. We hope that she hasn't gotten any traffic jam on her way. So stay tuned and hear what our guest is coming is having for us. Stay tuned, stay tuned. Thank you so much, JD, for the clap. Thank you, thank you. Our my stage to stage development, and we are waiting for our guest. As you can see, intellectual development, so that for those who have small children and they leave them with their caretakers, you can be able to see whether this child is really your caretaker is really helping my child to develop. My caretaker is really helping my child to develop. So we are still waiting for our guest. She hasn't arrived yet. I don't know whether she has got a traffic jam or what is happening. Let me see. Let me guys see what is happening. Let me see what is happening. So guys, let me see whether she is still in traffic jam. So thank you so much, guys, for 9 million people in the house. Guys, as you come in, please give me a like. Give me a like, and you're going to be blessed. Thank you so much for 6 million people in the house. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. that. Thank you so much, guys, for coming. We have 5 million people in the house. Good for you. Thank you so much, Sharon. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sharon, for the hugs. Thank you so much. So that is what I was saying, that it is important to have this intellectual development well taken care of, because without it, we can say that we are going to destroy our children's intellectual development. And in this case, we say that intellectual development is often started in the or we can see it when we can see whether this child is really developing when we see that this child is able to listen. Nico Dani, thank you so much, Vicky. The child is able to listen even when you are asking something related with knowledge. This child is able to respond. The child is able to listen. The child is able to solve the problems. The child is able to remember, or she has a good memory. The language is really developing. If this child is not able to develop in language, also in speaking, then we are not helping this child, then this child is going to have a problem. And even the child is going to be able to make decisions. And as we have said, and already, thank you so much, Helen. Thank you so much, Helen, for coming. And if we have said, I have added. Thank you so much for adding. You have really added safely, even though you took your own. I don't know whether you passed through Maria or you passed through you passed through America, but all the same, you have landed to Spain. Thank you so much, Helen, for coming. And we have said that we are waiting for our guest today. We are waiting for our guest. She hasn't come yet. We are still waiting for her. I don't know what has happened to her. We are still waiting for her. So let me check whether she's coming or not. Let me check whether she's coming or she has a traffic jam. So we have said that I love you. I leave you here. I do something you are learning. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we have said that in order to see to develop the reasoning, the thinking, the memory, the language, and the decision making of a child, it needs the acquisition of knowledge, the skills, and the abilities that will enable the child to understand and interact with their environment. So when the child is whether from zero to from zero, yes, when the child interacts with the environment that he or she is living in, she is able to acquire the knowledge through manipulation of all that is allowed him or her. And this child, when manipulating this instrument or whatever he or she has around him, he is able to acquire his knowledge and increase the knowledge and develop the knowledge that he or she has already acquired from the beginning. Because we are saying that we are not born without knowledge, or we were not born without cognitive knowledge or intellectual knowledge. We were born with it. The only what we need to do, according to some theories, but the only thing that we need to do is to go develop this knowledge that we already have. So thank you so much. We are still waiting for our guest. Let me check whether our guest is still coming or not, my dear ones. Let me check whether our guest is still coming. Thank you so much, guys, for coming. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I've run very fast. Yes, guys, thank you so much. Wanga, thank you so much for coming. And thank you so much for coming. Oh, try again, please. I am here, and let me stop this one. Ah, I'm trying to put you in. Yes, it can. Oh. Yeah, so let me stop this. So thank you so much, guys, for coming. Thank you, thank you. Ash.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, at long last. Wow, I've made it.
Yes,
So
where did you go?
I had told you where I'm going, no?
Oh, yeah. I remember because I was here. I was backstage at 2:30.
Yeah,
I was
exactly. I left at 2:30, so I didn't say I didn't say because I was in a
all right.
hurry. So
All
I
right.
said let me
Sorry for
yes.
the delay
There's no
as well.
problem. There's no problem. I know it can happen. So how are you doing, my dear?
I'm blessed. I thank God. How about you?
I'm also, despite the sun, the heat, I'm okay.
Yes, it's summer from your end, and we are keeping warm over here because it's very cold.
Ay, my goodness. That is why
The
I always
opposite.
like to go for holiday during August or July, so to escape the heat because it is too much. Although now it is a bit calm, but it comes at times where it is unbearable even at night.
Yes, I can imagine. I can relate because it's the same weather at Qatar, Beirut, and Dubai.
Yeah. It is really difficult. It is really hectic. You can bear it unless you go to the north where it is a bit the temperature is a bit low.
Oh, I see.
Yes. So Annie,
Yes.
as you can see, my topic is about my stage to stage intellectual development.
Yes.
And when we say about stage to stage or stage by stage, that means it is the intellectually the person go developing,
Yes.
And according to Piaget, a psychologist called Piaget, we are not born without knowledge. We are born with knowledge. And when we come out of our mother's womb, we continue developing this knowledge according to the environment that our parents um, present us or bring us up in. And
Yes.
all the materials that we have in our surrounding, and or the interaction that we have with the materials that we get in our surrounding, that we have in our surrounding, because we do not only need to develop physically, that you lift your child, you look at your child like this, and my child is growing today. Today he is able to smile, or she is able to smile. Tomorrow she is able to crawl. The next day she is able to make a step. Yes, that is
Yes.
one of the ways human beings we develop. Then we have the emotion. This child is smiling now. Tomorrow she is able to or she's crying. That is emotional. Yes, we see she's developing, and even she is able to slap somebody. Or also we say physical. She's able to interact with the other kids, or like that. Or no, socially, yes, and intellectually. Is this child able to understand anything? No. So from childhood, we said that there is this stage called sensory motor stage, according to our psychology Piaget. And in this stage, it is start from zero. It is a stage that starts from 0 to 2 years.
Yes.
You're there? It starts from zero. It is called sensory motor stage from 0 to 2 years. And during this stage,
All right.
the child is also learning. So, would you before I say how the child is learning, would you remember something about your childhood? Would you, or according to the way you maybe you can tell us about with your child, with the children that you see, the babies that you see from 0 to 2 years? How do you see them? How do you see these children,
Maybe
or you yourself? You can even tell
I
us
might.
about yourself. Sorry.
Yes, I might not remember my childhood at 2 years because that is a long, long time ago. Um, yeah, but maybe I can tell by my daughters,
Mm-hmm,
by my daughter's progress, how I saw. Yes, at around 2 years, this is a very, very good stage because the child mind is open and they
mm-hmm,
are ready to grab things. That is when we are supposed to expose them to very useful information.
mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, because as the word of God say in Proverbs,
Uh-huh.
teach the child the ways while they are young, and
Mm-hmm,
when they grow up, they will not forget. Yes, so
mm-hmm,
this is what I go by. This is what I go by. When the child is young, that is the
mm-hmm,
right time. That is just the right time
mm-hmm,
to start providing them the best material, the best
mm-hmm,
thing. If you see, and that is when you will know even the talent of this child. That
mm-hmm,
is when you might recognize the child's talent because they
mm-hmm,
will keep repeating something. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
So
Sorry, she's a bit
so
rough.
for
Mhm.
example, when I was young, I was getting interest in
Mhm.
plaiting or braiding of hair.
That is
Yeah. So
when you're 2 years old, when you're 2 years old.
no. I don't remember. I don't remember if I was 2 years. I think 2 years is a bit young, but you will seek curiosity at that age. Yes, you will see some kind of curiosity. When I started touching the hair, because a 2-year-old, maybe at 6 years, because at 2 years is when the child maybe is learning to speak up properly, right? Yeah, that is still
Yes,
young. That is
when
still young. So
during this time, you see that a child is trying to grab something and hold permanently. During this time, you see the child is trying to say mama, 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 papa, papa, papa. How do you see our adults responding to our children, helping our children grow in that case? Or how are you? Or how did you see your
some they are
child?
very disappointing because I did not like how some people were responding to that to children, because they were repeating the same thing the child is saying. So I preferred, when my child is trying to say something, I say it, but I say it in a better way. That is how
Yeah.
they can learn, not repeating what they are saying or saying it as the kids are saying. That makes the two of you.
Yes. Well,
Yes, for
maybe.
example, when my sister was young, my younger sister, she didn't know how to say serving spoon. She used to say loving spoon, So if we continued saying loving spoon, she will understand she's just right. But we made sure that she understood it's serving spoon. So that is why I was. This is a very, very crucial stage where you're supposed to feed the baby with the right info and the right tools. If there is any. Yeah. Although at that time they are only having toys. Yeah, for example, my daughter, I noticed she liked very, very practical stuff. So as she grew, as she continued growing, I used to provide her with the best toys, the best toys. For example, she had one. I remember she had one electronic plastic toy that was counting for her, telling her shapes as young as, I think, 3 years, as young as 3 years. And she was so curious. She was so curious. I normally say this: when you buy a child a toy and that child breaks the toy, she's not breaking because she is destroying. They are breaking because they are curious. They want to know what is in it. Where is this voice
Yeah.
coming from? So
Yeah,
I
and
encourage that so much.
yeah, and mostly what we do when the child breaks something, we just slap that child, and we slap maybe the
Which
head,
is
no?
which is very wrong. Anybody who attack a minor physically is, I cannot use those words because now I'm getting angry. Those people are very, 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 very disturbed. They even need to see a psychologist.
Yeah.
Nothing advocates for an adult attacking a minor. Nothing,
Yeah.
because your reasoning
Yeah.
is very different.
Yeah.
You're supposed to just
Yeah.
let the child understand that she did wrong. Especially those people who hit the face or the head. Those people have a
Yeah.
problem. Children don't
Yeah.
have any problem at all. Yeah, I don't advocate for beating, especially when
Yeah.
it comes to minors. I don't.
Yeah. May I ask you a question? Like, no, when the child is mom is feeding from the breast, do you see that child? Sometimes we see the children holding the breast family, or sometimes pinching, trying to pinch the mother's breast. Nicoedia, thank you so much, Helen. Helen, thank you so much. We can see you, and if you have something to you can contribute, Helen. Do you see the child? Do you think the child, when she or he is trying to pinch or to hold the breast family, or to hold, sometimes she gets the mother's hair and try to pull. Do you think that way the child is learning?
Uh, uh, Children, the action of children will depend on how you are taking care of them. A loved child will never attack a parent. A loved
No, no.
child will never. They will never pull your hair or scratch you. They will never, because yourself, you have not equipped them with sharp nails. Yes, these are vulnerable and very innocent creatures. They don't know what they are doing, but they are reacting. They're giving you reactions so that you can act to it. That is the only way they can communicate, because they cannot send you a letter, they cannot send you an SMS, they cannot talk out, they cannot talk out their feelings. So that is the only way they can communicate. If you change their diapers, if you keep them cool, they are not very hot or very cold, there's no way they will overcry or anything. If they are not sick, if you have given them the attention that they fully deserve, there will not be such reactions. That is based on my experience as a mom.
Yeah, what you're saying, it is true. But what I wanted to or what I wanted you to say to tell me whether, like, now when you the child is breastfeeding and hold the breast like this, it means ni maziwa hakukuwa tamu.
Yeah, Helen, that one for pressing is good, but there are some who scratch, some who yeah. But if they are pressing, I think when they are pressing, maybe they have discovered that when they are pressing, it's coming out more. They don't need to use a lot of energy to suck.
Yes,
that is
but for me, what I understand, because we are talking of sensory motor stage, this is where the children learn through senses. Our children at this age, from 0 to 2 years, learn through senses. Like now, the sense of touch. When the child is touching that breast, pressing, that she knows that from here, yes, they place, scratch, pull hair, and they carry their legs up. Yes, because their senses are active. And in this case, they know that when they're touching this breast, they know that this is something that is giving me something to drink. And that is why you see, as the child develops, she's asking. She starts asking for it because she knows where it is, because she or he has learned that this it's mine, and it is there, and it is, the child learns about object permanency. The breast is still there. My mom is here. That is where, when you see that, when you put the child down and you start and you move, the child cries. Or when you put the child down and you give that child something to play with. Thank you so much, Live Motivation World, for coming. Thank you so much. That is why you see, when you put this child when she is 0 to 2 years, she starts crying because maybe what she was seeing is no longer there, but she knows that there is mom permanency. There is an object. When you see this, when she sees this toy, she knows that it is hers. So in that case, that is what we call we are saying that the child in this stage from 0 to 2 learns through senses. That is why you see she even lift something and put it, because she knows that, or she or he knows that it is something to eat. They begin to understand that the objects still exist even when they are out of sight. You see, the objects are still there. They can see, but they are there. They run about the world around them through senses. In that stage, that is where you see the child pulls. She doesn't know whether you're feeling pain or not. She knows that it's something for her. It is for him or her. So this allows them to search for hidden objects and anticipate their reappearance. They know that my mom is there, but even if she moves, she'll come back. She's still there for me. So the other thing is that they know how to play from 1 to from 18 months or 1 year to 2 years. The child is able to play symbolic play. This is where children start to engage in symbolic play using objects that represent. That is when you give at this stage, when you give that child, like now you're telling us, when you buy toys, the child will still continue playing with the toys. The child will draw that toy to see whether it can react. So how did you see? Did you see this happening to your child? By the way, before I continue, so doing many things.
Yes, yes,
Did you?
yes, yes. It happened. It happened. I actually I didn't get the concept of the question at first.
Sorry.
Yes, 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 yes. She did. She did.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree totally. I agree with you. Yeah, you're very right. This is when
Mm-hmm.
they are getting to practice their senses, their five senses.
Yeah.
Sense of touch, sense of hearing,
Yeah.
sense of
Taste.
smell, and all that.
Yeah, because what she holds, she puts it in the mouth, or he puts it in the mouth, because the sense, the senses are active. So what she that is why you see she knows that her hand is for eating. That is why you see sometimes when you give him or her your hand, she or he holds it tightly, you know, and
Yeah. Yes,
she or
yes,
he cannot
exactly.
let go of the yes. So that is the 0 to 2 years the child is learning. She's learning about the world allowed him or her. That is how the child interact
Very,
with
very
the
true.
world allowed her. You see, so that is what I wanted, because I can remember myself. I don't know whether I was how old I was, but I can remember there's a time I drew a cup. I threw a cup to my
Yes.
sister. I was young. I think I was 2 years. I was being told. I threw a cup to my sister, and my
Oh
sister would.
no.
You I didn't know. It is learning to see how the person will. This is learning. The
Will
child
react.
is
Yes, yes,
learning.
yes.
Yeah, developing the knowledge. Even when you see that sometimes when the children are small, the 2 years, when they are still in their mother, because they feel the security, they they play with this.
Yes, yes.
That is why we are saying symbolic play. They start doing things. They start even when you are making a phone call today. In today's world, the child will take and start putting the hand allowed where you are foot, because they are seeing what you are doing. So they
Yes.
may pretend
To be
that
calling.
maybe a stone, a cobweb is a phone. The child is trying to make a call, because that is how
Yes.
the child is learning and seeing from the world that is allowed him or her. So
Very, very
these
true.
these, these things we see them, but we don't. Maybe in children, but we don't understand them. So maybe you can continue telling us more of your experiences.
Yes, probably the reason why most hazardous and anything that could harm a human is normally written keep away from children, because they know at this point these children are curious. They are
Mhm,
practicing their senses and all that. Yeah,
mhm,
yeah. So it's always interesting to see how kids develop and how
mhm,
they end up mimicking or imitating what we do. So
mhm,
that calls also for the importance of people minding how they act, so that the kids don't imitate them when they are actually making the wrong moves. You know?
mhm. And in
Yeah.
most
So
cases,
it's
what we do as parents is to remove all the materials away from. We only put one thing for the child. We've only put one thing for the child to use, but that thing the child will use it at that age. 0 to 2 age, the child will get bored and will throw it and start crying. Why? Because the child is able to know that this thing now it is not good for me. I need something else. I need to learn something else. That is why you see when you give the
very,
child
very true.
he or she doesn't want it. If you give the child something else, they start two things now. She starts using them to play with them, and even talking to the materials that you're giving. For example, when you're giving when you give something that is making noise, you start repeating what is happening, ta 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 ta, and that is where the child
Yes.
is starting to develop the language. No, that is where the child is starting
Yes.
to
Yes.
develop the language, and sometimes even when we give them the caretakers don't know about this. Crusdale, I can see you. Wanga, I can see you. Welcome so much. The caretaker
Yes. That's
doesn't
why.
know. Sorry.
Yes, but you can find that even some nannies, they don't want to talk to children because they don't have that passion. So it's very important that even when you are hiring, make sure you
Mhm,
get to understand that people who you are hiring, they love
mhm,
what they are doing. They love
mhm.
what they are doing.
And they know
Yeah.
what really the children,
Because
that whatever they are doing with the children,
yeah,
it is
yeah,
important. Or you who is hiring the children, you are able to educate your child. I mean, your caretaker. Local mom, thank you so much for coming, for staying around. They are able to you are able to tell your caretaker, Mila, and this child, these are the things that the child can be able to play with them. Sometimes we mothers, we just bring them, we just buy them, and we give them. Take, I have bought you this one, but the house girl doesn't know for what. The child, the house girl knows
yes.
that it is just for making the child keep quiet. No, it is for helping this child to help the child develop intellectually. But I don't know whether many mothers are aware of this. What do you think, according to the way you see?
The problem is that most are very busy. Most are so busy
Mm-hmm,
to make ends meet that sometimes they don't have the time. They just believe that I have somebody to help me with them, so that's that.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
unfortunately, but we need to give so much attention for this age. For this age, it is very
yeah,
important. Whatever happened at
yeah.
this, because this is the foundation, right?
Mhm. This is the foundation. Where if you don't find, if a child is not able to interact with the materials around him or her, or the materials in his world at this time, at 0 to 2, remember it is 0 to 2, he's not going to build or to increase his knowledge, because whatever the child is learning, he or she is and be integrating the knowledge already. He has the inborn knowledge with the new knowledge, you know. And so, if the child is not being taken care of, that is why you see most of our poor people around, their children are not able to develop, because they are always protecting them. They are always, on their back to go and look for the food. So this is the area that is very, very, very important. Not only this, there are more stages that we are going to continue learning. But remember that when the child is able, like you have said, when you talk correctly to your child, when she says mama ma, and you say mama ma, you are not helping the child. You are not going to help the child develop the language. The language is not going to develop, because we are told that at the age of 2 years, the child should be able to say 50 words. 50 words. Imagine if you don't help the child say these ones correctly each and every day, you are going to spoil the child. So, and even solving. This is where you are saying you bought a toy, and the child was not you did not destroy the toy, because maybe you say, if you destroy this one, I'm not going to buy you another one. My goodness, what do you think about this? Your parents. Hello.
Yeah, exactly. You're very right. Yeah, I
Mhm,
agree. It's not the right way to go about. It's not the right way because this child is being curious. This is the
mhm.
curious age. Many people have to call it terrible too. A lot of
Yes.
people call it terrible too.
Mhm,
Yeah. So we are meant to be very, very, very intentional when we are handling kind of stage. I think this talk would have been very, 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 very nice if the likes of Helen and our brother, our sister Tinambula, the Gem Circle, who is now who is a new channel today. We discovered her new channel, Local Mom Life. Yeah,
mhm.
these people should have been here if they had chance. This could have been amazing because they also are just around that area.
Yeah, Helen is telling us when it comes to toys, I'm very disappointed. You buy today in the evening, all parts are on its own and you can't do anything. Helen, you continue buying. You continue buying them. You continue buying them at 0 to 2 and
I agree. Yes,
yeah,
because especially because these children will not be two for long. Terrible two will not stay there for long. They will be three and four and five and six. Yes. So if
yeah, we
if
are
if if
we'll
if
come.
Helen, if
Sorry. It seems as if our Anne is being disturbed by the network. Helen, what I am saying, remember we are talking about the age 0 to 2, and it is called sensory motor stage. This stage is where the child learns through senses, touching, tasting, what else? Listening, seeing, the senses. So mostly in this age, the child wants to touch, touch, and the child has to throw the toy to see whether it is going to react. So Helen, you are going to buy them. You are going to buy, and that is why you see mostly when you don't buy toys that talks to the children, they are not going to develop they are not going to develop the senses correctly. Talking of collecting the pronouns, that's true. My kids used to say tin for dustbin. Oh, that is too that is too difficult. At what age? At 0 to 2. And I used to joke about it, and I noticed she became more happy saying it. Now, at 3 years, it is when now she came. Yes, it is we are developing. It goes stage by stage. Next time, we are going to talk about the second stage, that which is from 0 to 4 years. 0 to 4 years. What is the child? How is the child supposed to develop? I mean, no, 0 to 7, no, 0 to 4 years. I think 45 for allowed there. How is that child supposed to? Uh, how are you supposed to develop the knowledge of this child? The knowledge of this child in that stage. That stage is called, if I'm not wrong, if I'm not forgetting, if I've not forgotten, it is called pre-operational stage. So that one we are going to talk it about later. Say it correctly. So please, in case say it correctly. So please, in case the baby says tattoo or kiatu, please don't repeat tattoo, but tell her it's kiatu because he or she will get used to it. Yes, yes, Helen, you are very correct, and that is where we are talking about language development. Language development. How do you develop the language of your child? How do you develop the language and these language skills of your child? Let the child say it correctly, even if the child doesn't. She or he has a listening ear, as the sense has to look, mom, Tina, I love your channel. Yes, look, mom, Tina, I love your channel. Yes, let the child hear the words correctly. Say it correctly. You see, even our caretakers, they don't know this. But if you tell them nicely, speak correctly to your child, then the child is going to get what you are saying, because even the sense of listening is developing. It is a time of developing the senses. So it is a time of developing the intellectual knowledge of this child. So we have this, we have what we are supposed, we have to provide the materials. I think Anne has was thrown out and she hasn't come yet. Anne has gone. I don't know. She hasn't come yet. Exactly, Helen. Yes. In that age, we have breathing. We have various skills that we have to develop. That the child is able to learn in this stage. That is object permanency. That the objects are there. My breast where I drink milk is there always. My mom doesn't go anywhere. Then she is able to at 18 to 24 months, the child is able to play symbolically. That is where you see the child is calling, imitating you, making phones, hello, hello, or they saying ta 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 ta, responding to you when you say ta 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 ta. He or she responds. Then we said the language the same. We couldn't agree more. Speaking words correctly as adults really helps the kids to catch on faster. Very nice, mom. Very, very well. You are very correct, ma'am. Speaking words correctly. Don't repeat what the child has said. Let even the children themselves, if they are younger children there, let them know that we are also supposed to. They are also my net. Yeah, the network of my guest is a problem. So, and let the child know that, let the children allow them know that the child, the baby is supposed to know what the things correctly, the words correctly. And that is where we are going to develop the language of the child. The vocabularies that the child at 18, at 24 months should be about allowed 50 vocabularies. Tata, mama, kaka, no seke, bamba, all these. The child should be able to have 50 vocabularies, and also combining them with some sentences. Then we have, as the child at 2 years, the child is able to solve problems. She has skills, problem solving skills. And we see children at this age group or start demonstrating basic problem solving, like now, such as figuring out. When you give the children some blocks to play with, the child start putting them on top of the other one. The child start building with these blocks. The child start playing with the sand or with the soil. Why? Because she is developing the skills of problem solving. We say that cognitive development in children, we say that it involves language skills, thinking, reasoning, problem solving. It involves also decision making. That is why you see the child, when you give a child something, if you want to take away a toy, the child doesn't want. It is mine. I know what to do with this. I had a nanny who used to repeat baby language with my first kid, like orange mtoi says one, naye anarudia wanje, and it is stuck until when he started school. Yes, you see, that is a problem. That is a problem. If we can be able to help our nannies without harassing them. I'm telling you, they are going to help our kids. They are going to help our kids build their knowledge and learning from the surrounding. So in this, we have said that in order for these children to develop their their skills, in order for them to develop, we need at this age, which is very vital, although even the next one, in order for the child, yes, now I just tell them to speak normal words. Yes, 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 because we have said that they have knowledge. Children have knowledge. We were all born with knowledge, but our knowledge, our inborn knowledge, was developed together with what we learned from our surrounding world is what makes us what we are now. The materials that we provided with their children, to our children in all ages, they are very vital. They are very, very vital. You know, myself, I remember I was seeing my mother go to work, take a panga, go to the garden, start digging or cutting something, and I am there also doing like this with my stick because I am running also. But when I was not, if it is cutting a tree and my tree doesn't fall, I get surprised when I see my mom's tree fall. So because I was learning. So we are saying that it is really important to be able to develop the knowledge skills, the skills, the abilities, and problem solving, decision making, thinking and reasoning of our children. Thinking and reasoning of our children. Otherwise, we at that age, we are supposed to help them. This age is very important. Sensory motor stage is very important because children learn through senses. And if we don't give children materials to touch, materials to taste, materials to listen, that is those toys that talk to the children, or even those who are surrounding us, if they are not able to talk with them, anyway, they are not. Even things to taste. You see the child, when the child gets something, she puts in the mouth. Why? Because that is the time the children is trying to know what does it taste. If it is bitter, she or he throws it away and cries because it is not good. Next time, the child is not going to put that thing in the mouth because that thing is bitter. But if it is sweet, the child will even ask for more because he or she is learning. So, my dear friends, this this stage, sensory motor stage for the child is very, very important. Next time, we are going to talk about the next stage from 2 to 7 years, or from 2 to 4 to 5 years allowed there. What is that? How is that knowledge already gained is supposed to be enriched in the second stage? If somebody has something to comment, somebody has something to add, please guys feel free to add, because here we are helping one another. Here we are helping one another to grow, especially we who have children, who are working with children, who we have children at home. We are interacting with them. How are we supposed to? How are you helping your child to grow? And if somebody has a question, maybe you can ask. Guys, you are very free to ask. Helen, Shalom, I can see you. Local mom, please, if you have something to add, to ask, guys, let us know. Feel free to ask. We have 7 million people in the house. Thank you so much, guys, for coming. If you have a question, if you have something to add, please feel free to do it. Feel free to do it. Thank you so much, guys. We have 7 million people in the house. 7 million people in the house. If somebody can remember what something that he or she had learned during that stage of your experience of children at that age, you can share with us. Feel free to share with us. And by the way, guys, local mom has only 40 subs, 40 bananas. Please, guys, let's support also local mom. Local mom, Shalom, if you don't have local mom, please give her something. She has only 40. If we can give her 10, she can be able to, she can be able to start going live so that she cannot be able to struggle with the with WH. Guys, local mom has got only 40. So my friends, it is really important to develop this, to develop our intellectual, to develop our intellectual skill at 0 age, 0 to 2 age. That foundation is very, very important. Thank you so much for 8 million people in the house. That age is very, very important. That age is very, very important because that the coordination is there. The child is able to learn the coordination of the movements. The child sees something that appears and moves. The child sees her mom or his mom, no, yes, mom, uh, movements, and she is learning. So this is very, very important. You are focused on exploring. Yeah, this is the time your child is it. Oh, Priscilla, hi. Thank you so much, Priscilla, for coming. Thank you so much for coming. We are learning about and Priscilla can also help us in this age. We are learning about my stage to stage development milestone. Thank you, Sheila. Yes, we are talking about this. How are the first very stage from 0 to 2 years old? How do we develop the intellectual aspect of our children? How do we develop this factor in our children? Because we know that it is very vital. It is called the sensory motor stage, where children learn permanency of things. The children learn solving problems. Our children are problem solving skills. Our children learn language skills, where we say that it is not good to repeat, it is good to repeat the right word for a child so that that child can be able to develop that skill of language so that the child can be able to develop the language. So, and even the materials that we give the child, they should help that child to develop intellectually, because this is the time of exploring through senses. The child explore through senses. So how do we help our children at this age, at 0 to 2 years, develop cognitive or intellectual skill? So thank you so much, guys, for coming. And we have said that as we continue talking, let's remember that Locomam has only 40, only 40 bananas. Guys, if we can make her get to 50, she can be able to continue to go live, I think, at 50. So thank you so much, guys, for that sharing. Helen, you have helped. You have shared nicely. Thank you so much for what you have shared with us. Local mom, yes. Each and every one of you, you have interacted very nicely, and I hope that you have enjoyed this topic. Next time, we are going to talk about the next stage, my next stage development, because Development, intellectual development goes with the stages. It goes with the stage. What am I going? What am I able to do, or how do I learn when I get to the next stage? According to the theory, according to the theory of some of our psychologists, we are born to with knowledge. We are born with knowledge, and this in that is that knowledge we go integrating what we learn to this knowledge. We go adding knowledge to what we have already. We are not going we were not born flat. No, we are born with knowledge, and on top of that knowledge we go developing, we go enriching it, knowledge. So depending on what you give your child, the child go on enriching it. If you give the child poor materials that are not able, that the child is not going to interact with them, the child is not going to gain a lot. It is like eating food unbalanced diet, so it is not going to help us a lot. So as we develop the basic core factor of our children, let's remember that whatever materials, what the surrounding of our children helps a lot. The world allowed our children helps a lot, because that is the time the child start developing the cognitive or the intellectual aspect of his or her life. So what you provide with the child with is very, very vital, is very, very important. Priscilla updating, hello. It is very, very important. So guys, that is, if you have liked this topic, please give thumbs up and please leave a comment so that we can be able to see the next step. How am I supposed to help my child grow in the second phase? The second phase of of intellectual development. How am I supposed to develop it? Guys, if you have liked this topic, please tell me there down, let in the comment section, or you can tell us how you have found it, to help me better it for tomorrow. Thank you so much, guys, for coming. Thank you. It is unfortunate that our host was kicked out by the net, and she was not able to help to share with us a lot. Thank you so much. So guys, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for everything. And next time, I hope you are going to participate, to interact and share your views about this. Thank you, Priscilla, for coming. And Priscilla, I know that you have also brought up your children and you are going to share with us your experience. It was great. Thank you so much, Loco Mom Life. After this, I am going to give you my bananas. I'm going to share with you my bananas. Let me leave here. And even you can leave a comment also, so that we can be able, where am I? Yes, let's give Mom Life some bananas, guys, so that she can be able to get to 50. Thank you so much, guys, for visiting me. And in some few minutes, I'm going to put you on a flight. I'm going to put you on a flight. Let me see where we are going to go. The next move. Let me see the next move. So thank you so much, Sharon. I hope you have enjoyed it. Priscilla, I hope you have enjoyed. Mom has said it was great. Local Mom, next time we are going to talk about the next stage of intellectual development. We are going to talk about the next stage from 2 to 7 or to 6 years on, and see what is the child supposed to do there. How is the child able to develop his or her knowledge during that time? We are going to see next time how we are supposed to develop the knowledge of our children in that stage. How we are supposed to develop the knowledge of our kids in that stage. So thank you so much, guys, for coming in 2 minutes or in 3 minutes time. I don't know whether there's somebody who is let me see where we are going to go. John. Can somebody tell me whether Mima is live? Yeah, yes, I can see her. So, guys, our next flight, we are going to take it to Mima. Guys, please light there. Alice worried. That is my slogan. That is it. So thank you so much, guys, for coming. We have 5 million people in the house, and we are going to take our flight to Mima, Victoria Mima. We are going to support her so that she can be able to continue to grow also. So Alice worried to Mima. Do not be oxygen. Yes, we are going to that place. Thank you so much, guys, for the support. Thank you so much for your collaboration. Thank you so much for your contribution. I really appreciate. Remember that I love you, but God loves you most. Yes, Priscilla, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Priscilla, for the support. Let's go and support Mima, who is also looking for WH. Thank you so much. God loves you very, very much. And thank you so much for the support. Bye bye.